Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel, Daily English Dialogues. I am Anna, and I am very happy to see you again. Today, I am here with my good friend, Mark. Hi, Mark. How are you feeling this morning?
Hi, Anna. Hello to everyone watching. To be honest, I am a little tired. No, actually, I am very tired. My eyes feel heavy and I want to drink 10 cups of coffee.
Oh, no. Why is that? You look like you didn't sleep at all. Did you stay up late again?
Yes, I did. It's a bad habit, I know. I went to bed at 2 a.m., but I didn't mean to. I started watching a movie at 10 p.m. It was a very exciting action movie. When the movie finished, I wasn't sleepy, so I started reading a book.
2 a.m.? Mark, that is very late. I cannot imagine being awake at that time. I was already in my bed at 9:30 p.m., and I was fast asleep by 10 p.m.
10 p.m.? That's when my life starts. At 10 p.m., the house is quiet. I feel very relaxed. I don't feel tired at all at night. But then when the sun comes up, I feel terrible.
That is so interesting, because I'm the opposite. I woke up today at 6 a.m. without an alarm clock. I opened my window, saw the birds, and felt full of energy. I love the morning light. It makes me feel like I have a fresh start.
6 a.m. sounds like a different planet to me. At 6 a.m., the bed is the best place in the world. It's warm and soft. Why would anyone want to leave a warm bed to stand in the cold morning air?
Because the morning is beautiful. The air is very clean. I like to stretch my arms and take a deep breath. I feel like I'm winning the day because I am awake before everyone else.
I understand that, but for me, the night is my golden time. When you're sleeping, I'm thinking. When you're dreaming, I'm doing things. I feel like a night owl because owls are awake when the world is dark.
And I'm an early bird. You know the English saying, the early bird catches the worm. It means if you wake up early, you find good things.
Well, I don't like worms for breakfast, Anna. I prefer a late breakfast at 11 a.m.
You were funny, Mark, but I worry about you. Do you think staying up late makes you more productive or just more tired the next day?
It's a mix. I do a lot of things at night, but yes, today at work, I will be very slow. I will need to hide from my boss so he doesn't see me yawning.
See, that's the problem. I finish my work early because my brain is fast in the morning. By 2 p.m., I am almost finished with my day's tasks.
We are very different people, Anna. It's amazing that we're friends. So, Anna, let's talk more about this early bird life. I really want to understand. Tell me exactly what happens at 6 a.m. For me, 6 a.m. is just a dark, cold time where I want to hide under my blankets. Is it not boring to be awake when everyone else is sleeping?
No, Mark, it is not boring at all. In fact, it is my favorite time of the day. It is very special. When my eyes open at 6 a.m., the first thing I do is smile. I don't feel tired. I feel ready.
You smile at 6 a.m.? That's impossible. I usually groan and pull the pillow over my head. My alarm clock is my biggest enemy. I press snooze 5 times every morning.
I don't even use an alarm clock most days. My body just knows. The first thing I do is walk to the kitchen. The house is so quiet. There's no TV, no traffic noise outside, and no one is talking. It is peaceful. I drink a big glass of cold water. It wakes up my stomach.
Okay, water is good, but what about the coffee? You mentioned the smell of coffee.
Yes, making coffee is like a ritual for me. I grind the beans and the smell fills the whole kitchen. While the coffee is brewing, I stand by the window and watch the sky. At 6:15 a.m., the sky changes colors. It goes from dark blue to purple, then pink, then orange. It's like a free painting every morning.
I have seen the sunrise maybe 3 times in my life, and usually because I was still awake from the night before. I agree, it looks nice, but I prefer the moon. The moon is calm.
The sun gives me energy, Mark. After my coffee, at about 6:30 a.m., I put on my running shoes. I go outside for a short walk or a light jog. The air feels different. It's cool and crisp. It feels like the air is brand new.
But isn't it scary? The streets are empty. There are no cars and no people.
It's not scary, it's beautiful. I see the neighborhood cats walking around. I see the milkman or the person delivering newspapers. We nod at each other. It's a secret club for early people. We all have a look on our faces that says, "We know a secret. The morning is the best."
A secret club? I think I'm happy not being in that club. My club has music, lights, and late-night pizza.
But think about the time mark. By 7:30 a.m., I have exercised, I have showered, and I have planned my whole day. When I sit down at my desk at 8 a.m., I feel like a champion. I have already done so much, and the day is just starting for other people.
I guess that's the difference. At 8 a.m., I'm usually looking for my keys and running out the door because I'm late. I feel stressed and rushed. You feel calm.
Exactly. Being an early bird means I never have to rush. I have time to think, I have time to be slow, I even have time to water my plants and listen to a little bit of music.
You make it sound very nice, Anna. I almost want to try it. Almost. But then I remember how much I love my bed.
Well, maybe one day you can join my secret morning club. I can make you a very good cup of coffee at 6:15 a.m.
Let's compromise. How about 9:15 a.m.? That's early for me.
Okay, Mark. I told you about my secret morning club. Now it is your turn. I want to know about the night owl life. What is so special about the world after 11 p.m.? For me, that is just time for sleeping.
Oh, Anna, the night is a different world. It is a magic world. At 11 p.m., my brain says, "Hello, I'm awake now." I feel like I have a battery inside me that finally starts to charge.
A battery? But you worked all day. How can you have energy at 11 p.m.? My battery is at 5% by then.
I don't know why, but I feel free at night. During the day, there are so many rules. People call me, people send me messages, the cars outside are noisy. But at night, the world stops. It is just me and my thoughts.
That sounds a little bit lonely. Do you feel alone in the dark?
No, not at all. It feels private. I love the yellow light of my lamp. It makes my room feel warm and cozy. I sit in my big chair and I start to work on my hobbies. Last night I was drawing. At 1 a.m., I drew the best picture I have ever made. My hands felt fast and my mind felt clear.
I can't imagine drawing at 1 a.m. If I tried to draw then, I would probably fall asleep on the paper and wake up with ink on my face.
Well, I also love the silence. Have you ever listened to the night? You can hear the wind in the trees. You can hear a distant train. It is a very deep silence. It helps me focus. If I want to learn something new, like a new English word or a computer skill, I do it at midnight.
But Mark, what about the next day? If you stay up until 2 a.m., you only sleep for 5 or 6 hours if you have to work. Doesn't that hurt your head?
Sometimes, yes. I am a little bit of a zombie in the morning, but the feeling of being creative at night is worth it. Also, I love the late-night internet. My friends in other countries are awake. I talk to my friend in Tokyo or Sydney. For them, it is morning, but for me, it's a late-night chat.
So you are a global citizen at night. I didn't think about that.
Exactly. And there's one more thing, the snacks. A sandwich at midnight tastes better than a sandwich at noon. I don't know why. It's a mystery of the universe.
I think it tastes better because you are stealing time from the next day. You feel like you're having a secret party.
You're right. It feels like I'm cheating the clock. I feel like I have more life because I see the stars and the moon, while everyone else is just dreaming.
Well, I see the stars too, Mark, but only for 5 minutes before I close my eyes. I think your night owl life is very romantic, but I still prefer my sunshine.
And I prefer my moonlight. We are like the sun and the moon, Anna. We are friends, but we never see the sky at the same time.
Mark, we need to talk about food. You said you eat sandwiches and cereal at midnight. That is so strange to me. Food is for the day, not the middle of the night.
Why not? Food tastes better when the moon is out. Tell me, what is your perfect morning meal?
Oh, I love breakfast. It is the most important meal of the day. Because I wake up at 6 a.m., I am very hungry by 7 a.m. I usually make a big bowl of oatmeal with bananas and honey, or if I have time, I cook eggs. I love boiled eggs with a little bit of salt and some green avocado on toast.
Avocado toast. That is very modern of you, Anna. But it sounds so quiet. Oatmeal doesn't have any excitement.
It gives me energy. It's like fuel for a car. If I don't eat a good breakfast, my brain doesn't work at 10 a.m. And I always have a piece of fruit, maybe an apple or an orange. It makes me feel clean and healthy.
See, that is the difference. When I wake up, my stomach is still asleep. I look at an egg and I say, no thank you. Usually I just drink a glass of orange juice and run to the bus. I don't feel hungry until about 11:30 a.m.
But then you're starving at night. That's why you eat at midnight.
Exactly. At 11:30 p.m., I'm watching a video or reading, and suddenly I hear a sound. Grimble, grimble. It's my stomach. It wants a party. So I go to the kitchen. I move very quietly so I don't wake up my neighbors.
And what do you find in the kitchen at that hour?
Sometimes I make a midnight toast. It's toast with chocolate cream or peanut butter. Or I eat a bowl of cold cereal with very cold milk. Cracker and cheese are also great. There's something about the silence of the kitchen and the cold milk that feels like a reward.
A reward for what? For staying awake?
Yes, it's like a prize for being a night owl. But sometimes I am bad. Sometimes I order pizza at 10 p.m. and eat the last two pieces at 1 a.m.
Cold pizza for a snack? Oh, Mark, that is too much for me. If I eat heavy food like pizza at night, I have bad dreams. I dream about giant tomatoes chasing me.
I don't have bad dreams. I have creative dreams. Maybe the pizza helps my imagination.
I think you just like the salt and the sugar. But don't you feel heavy when you go to sleep?
A little bit, but it's a happy kind of heavy. It's like my stomach is a warm cat.
Well, I will stay with my oatmeal and fruit. It makes me feel light and fast. You can keep your midnight pizza and chocolate toast.
Deal. But one day I will invite you to a midnight snack party. We can wear pajamas and eat cookies.
Only if the party starts at 8 p.m. and ends at 9 p.m., Mark. Otherwise, I will be sleeping on your sofa.
Anna, we have talked about food and mornings, but let's talk about money. Let's talk about work. Do you really think you are more productive than me because you wake up at 6 a.m.?
I don't know if I am more productive, but I feel more in control. Between 8 a.m. and 11 a.m., my brain is like a fast computer. It is fresh, I can write long reports, I can solve difficult math problems, and I can answer all my emails before the sun is high in the sky.
A fast computer. My brain at 8 a.m. is like an old car in the winter. It makes a loud noise, but it doesn't move. I sit at my desk, I look at the screen, and I think, where am I? Who am I? Why is it so bright?
I see you at the office, Mark. You drink 3 cups of coffee before you even say good morning to anyone.
It is true. I need the caffeine to start my engine. But here's the thing. At 2 p.m., when you are still working hard, I am starting to feel better. And at 4 p.m., when you start to look tired, I am finally moving fast.
That is my afternoon slump. Around 3 p.m., I feel like I need a nap. My energy goes down. I call it the 3 p.m. wall. I hit the wall and I want to close my eyes for 10 minutes.
I love the 3 p.m. wall because that is when I pass you. While you are yawning and looking at the clock, I'm finishing my tasks. But my real magic hour is even later.
Tell me about the magic hour. Is that at night?
Yes, usually around 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. The world is dark, my phone is silent, and I feel a sudden spark of energy. I call it hyperfocus. I can do 4 hours of work in only 2 hours because there are no distractions. No one asks me for a meeting, no one asks me for a favor. It's just me and my work.
I understand the no distractions part. That is why I like the early morning. But Mark, if you work until 1 a.m., how do you feel the next day during our team meetings?
To be honest, I feel like I'm underwater. I hear people talking, but the words take a long time to reach my brain. Sometimes I just nod my head and hope I'm saying yes to the right thing.
That sounds dangerous. I prefer to be 100% awake during meetings. I like to participate and give ideas. If I tried to work at 11 p.m., I would make so many mistakes. I would probably send an email to my boss that says, "Good night, I love you," instead of, "Here is the report."
I haven't done that yet, but I do find that my creative ideas, the crazy ideas that actually work, always come to me late at night. The morning is for boring work. The night is for big ideas.
Maybe we should work as a team more often. I can do the boring, organized work in the morning, and you can give us the big ideas at night.
That is a great plan. You start the fire, and I'll keep it burning late into the night. We would be the most productive team in the world.
As long as you don't call me at midnight to tell me your ideas. If my phone rings after 10 p.m., I will think it's an emergency.
Don't worry, Anna. I will write my ideas down and leave them on your desk. You can read them with your 6 a.m. coffee. Well, Anna, we have talked about work and food, but what about our friends? I think being a night owl is much better for a social life. All the fun things happen at night. Concerts start at 9 p.m., parties start at 10 p.m. If you go to bed at 10 p.m., you are missing all the music and the dancing.
You're right, Mark. Sometimes I feel a little bit sad. My friends send me a message at 10:30 p.m. "Anna, come to the club. The music is great." And I'm already in my pajamas, brushing my teeth. I have to say, "Sorry, guys, I'm too tired."
Exactly. By the time the party is heating up, that means it's getting really fun, you're dreaming about sheep. I feel like the night is when people are most relaxed. We talk more, we laugh more, and we tell deeper stories when the sun is down.
I agree that night parties are fun, but I have a time limit. If I stay at a party until 1 a.m., my body feels very heavy. The next day, I feel like I have a social hangover. I'm grumpy, my head hurts, and I can't enjoy my Sunday morning.
I don't mind feeling a little tired on Sunday. To me, a great Saturday night is worth a sleepy Sunday. But what about you? Don't you have early bird social events?
Yes, I love brunch. Do you know brunch, Mark? It's breakfast plus lunch. My friends and I meet at a cute cafe at 10 a.m. on Saturday. We sit outside in the sun, drink orange juice, and eat pancakes. It is so cheerful.
10 a.m. on a Saturday. Anna, that is a crime. Saturday is for sleeping. If a friend calls me at 10 a.m. on a Saturday, I don't answer the phone. I pretend I'm a ghost.
But I miss the best light, and the cafes are not too crowded yet. By the time you wake up at 1 p.m., the brunch places are full, the sun is too hot, and the day is half over.
But my half day is high quality. I wake up slowly, I listen to some music, and then I meet friends for a late dinner at 8 p.m. We stay at the restaurant until they close the doors. We are the last people to leave. I love that feeling of being the last ones out.
I am the first person to leave. At dinner around 9:30 p.m., I start looking at my watch. My friends know me now. They say, "Okay, Anna, we know it's your bedtime. Go home, little bird."
Little bird, that's cute. But does it ever cause problems with dating or relationships?
It can. Once I dated a guy who loved late night movies. He wanted to go to the cinema at 11:30 p.m. I fell asleep in the middle of the movie. I woke up when the lights came on and I didn't know the ending. It was very embarrassing.
I had the opposite problem. I dated a girl who loved sunrise yoga. She wanted me to go to the park at 5:30 a.m. to stretch and look at the sun. I went one time and I almost fell over because I was so dizzy from sleepiness. I told her, "I love you, but I love my bed more."
So, I guess it's hard for a night owl and an early bird to be a couple. We would never see each other.
Maybe we would see each other for 1 hour at 7 p.m. for dinner. That would be our gold hour, where we are both awake and happy.
That is a very short relationship, Mark. But I suppose that's why we're such good friends. We understand that we have different schedules, and we don't get angry if one of us is sleepy.
Exactly. You can have your pancakes at 10 a.m., and I'll have my pizza at 10 p.m. We are both happy in our own worlds.
Anna, you mentioned a very big word earlier. You called it the circadian rhythm. It sounds like a dance or a type of music. What is it exactly? Is it a real thing inside my brain?
Yes, it is. Think of it like a tiny, invisible clock inside your head. Every human has one. This clock tells your body when to release sleepy chemicals and when to release energy chemicals.
Sleepy chemicals? You mean like medicine?
Not medicine, but natural hormones. One is called melatonin. When it gets dark outside, your brain starts making melatonin. It is like a whisper that says, "Hey, Mark, it is time to go to bed." For me, that whisper starts at 9 p.m.
Well, my brain must be very quiet. My whisper doesn't start until 1 a.m. Why is my clock so different from yours?
Scientists say it is partly because of our parents. It's in our DNA, our genes. Some people are born to be larks, that is another word for early birds. Others are born to be owls. It is not a choice, it's just how your body is built.
That makes me feel much better. I always thought I was just lazy because I couldn't wake up at 7 a.m. for work.
You are not lazy at all. Your peak energy just happens at a different time. There's also something called cortisol. This is the energy hormone. My cortisol levels go up very high at 6 a.m. It's like a natural cup of coffee.
My cortisol must be broken. At 6 a.m., I feel like I have zero energy. I feel like a battery with 0%.
It's not broken, it's just late. Your energy hormone probably goes up at 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. That is why you feel better later in the day.
Is it true that our clocks change when we get older? I remember my grandfather always woke up at 5 a.m., but my teenage nephew sleeps until noon.
Yes, that is a great point. Teenagers usually have a delayed clock. Their brains don't feel sleepy until very late at night. That is why school is so hard for them. Then, as people get older, they often become more morning focused.
So when I am 70 years old, will I finally enjoy the sunrise with you?
Maybe. You might become the leader of the secret morning club one day. But there's one more thing. Light. Our internal clocks look at the light from the sun to stay on time.
Is that why people say we shouldn't use our phones in bed? Because of the light?
Exactly. The blue light from your phone or laptop tricks your brain. Your brain thinks, "Oh, it is sunny outside. I must stay awake." It stops the melatonin from working.
Wow. So every time I watch a video at midnight, I'm telling my brain to stay at the party.
Yes, you're confusing your internal clock. It's like turning the hands on a real clock backwards and forwards. Your body gets confused and tired.
This science is very interesting, Anna. It shows that we are all different biological machines. You are a morning machine, and I am a night machine.
And both machines are good, Mark. We just need to know how to take care of them.
Anna, after hearing about the science, I feel like I'm a slave to my internal clock. But what if I want to change? What if I want to be an early bird like you for just 1 week? Is it possible to reset my brain?
It is possible, Mark, but it is not easy. You cannot just decide to wake up at 6 a.m. tomorrow and expect to feel great. Your body will be very angry with you. You have to be gentle.
Gentle? You mean I should talk nicely to my alarm clock? Please, dear clock, don't be too loud today.
No, I mean you have to change slowly. Scientists call it sleep hygiene. It's like cleaning your sleep habits. The first step is the 15-minute rule.
What's the 15-minute rule?
Every night, go to bed 15 minutes earlier than the night before. If you usually go to bed at 2 a.m., try 1:45 a.m. tonight, then 1:30 a.m. the next night. After 2 weeks, you will be at 11 p.m.
15 minutes sounds easy, but what do I do if I'm lying in bed and my eyes are wide open? I usually just grab my phone and watch funny cat videos until I feel sleepy.
That is the biggest mistake, Mark. We talked about the blue light. When you look at your phone, you are telling your brain it is daytime. You must create a digital sunset.
A digital sunset? That sounds like a beautiful name for a movie.
It means that at 9 p.m., all your suns, your phone, your laptop, your big TV, must go down. No more bright screens. Instead, use a small, warm lamp, read a paper book, listen to soft music, or just sit and think.
No phone? No YouTube? That sounds very lonely. What if I get bored?
Boredom is good for sleep. Boredom tells your brain, there's nothing to do, so let's go to sleep. Also, you need to think about the morning light. When you wake up, open your curtains immediately. Let the sun hit your face.
The sun? At 7 a.m.? It hurts my eyes. It feels like a laser.
I know, but that laser is actually a signal. It tells your brain to stop making melatonin and start making energy. If you stay in a dark room, your brain thinks it is still night. Even a 5-minute walk outside in the morning can change your whole day.
So 15 minutes earlier, no phone, and morning sunshine. Is there anything else? What about my late-night pizza?
Ah, yes, the midnight pizza has to go, Mark. Your stomach needs to rest, too. If your stomach is busy digesting a heavy meal, your brain cannot fall into a deep sleep. Try to eat your last meal 3 hours before you sleep.
No pizza, no phone, early sun. Anna, this sounds like a very boring life. Are you sure you are happy being an early bird?
I am very happy. I feel healthy, I'm never late for work, and I have so much energy. But remember, you don't have to be perfect. You can be a night owl on Friday and Saturday, and an early bird during the week.
Okay, I will try. Tonight, I will put my phone in the kitchen at 11 p.m. I will read a book about history. History books always make me sleepy.
That is a great start. And tomorrow morning, I will send you a message at 7:30 a.m. to see if you are awake.
Please don't call me, Anna. Just a text message. If the phone rings at 7:30, I might throw it out the window. We have talked about larks and owls, but I was thinking, is there a middle? Is there a normal pigeon or a regular cat who is awake during the day and sleeps at a normal time?
Actually, yes. Scientists say most people are intermediates. That means they are not extreme morning people and they are not extreme night people. They are just in the middle.
I think I want to be an intermediate. I don't want to wake up at 5 a.m., but I also don't want to feel like a zombie at 10 a.m. Is there a best of both worlds where I can have the quiet of the night and the energy of the morning?
I think there is, Mark. It is called flexibility. It means you change your schedule based on your needs. For example, in the winter, the sun comes up late, so I wake up at 7 a.m. instead of 6. I followed the seasons.
I like that. And maybe I can be a night owl on Friday night when I see my friends, but on Monday night, I can try to be a morning person for my job.
Exactly. That is called a social clock versus a biological clock. Sometimes we have to follow the social clock for our friends and our bosses. But we must be careful. If you change your time every day, your brain gets jet lag.
Jet lag? Like when you fly to a different country?
Yes, it is called social jet lag. If you wake up at 7 a.m. from Monday to Friday, but then you sleep until 1 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday, your brain thinks you traveled to a different part of the world. Then, on Monday morning, you feel terrible.
Wow, I do that every weekend. No wonder I am so grumpy on Monday morning. My brain thinks I'm in London on Sunday and in New York on Monday.
Exactly. To have the best of both worlds, you should try to keep your wake-up time similar every day, even on weekends. Try to wake up only 1 hour later than usual. If you wake up at 8 a.m. on Saturday, you still have the whole day for fun, and you won't feel sick on Monday.
That is good advice. I also think about productivity windows. Maybe I can do my creative drawing at 9 p.m., but I stop at 11 p.m. That way I get the night owl magic, but I still get 7 hours of sleep.
That is perfect, Mark. You are finding a balance. You are not a slave to the night, and I am not a slave to the morning. We are the masters of our own time.
I also realized that some tasks are better for different times. I should do my laundry and cleaning in the afternoon when my energy is medium. I should save my big ideas for my high energy times.
Yes, that is very smart. Everyone should find their power hours. For me, it is 8 a.m. For you, it might be 10 p.m. If we know our power hours, we can work less and do more.
I feel like I'm learning a lot today. I don't have to be exactly like you, and you don't have to be exactly like me. We just need to find the rhythm that makes us happy.
Well said, Mark. The world needs both the sun and the moon. We need the people who start the day and the people who finish the night. Well, Mark, we have talked for a long time. We talked about your quiet mornings, your creative nights, the science of our brains, and even our favorite snacks. I have learned a lot about you today.
I have learned a lot too, Anna. I used to think I was just bad at mornings, but now I know I'm just a night owl. It's part of who I am. But I also see that your early bird life has many benefits. You are very calm and organized.
Thank you, Mark. So, before we finish, let's give our listeners some final tips. If someone wants to be more like an early bird, what is the most important thing?
I think the digital sunset is the best tip. No phones in bed. It's hard, but it really helps the brain relax. Also, don't try to change everything in one day. Use the 15-minute rule.
Great advice. And for the early birds who want to understand their night owl friends, I would say be patient. If your friend doesn't answer your text at 8 a.m., don't be angry. They are not being rude. They are just in their deep sleep time.
Yes, please. Don't call us before 10 a.m. unless the house is on fire. And to the night owls out there, don't feel guilty. If you're productive at night, enjoy it. Just make sure you still get enough hours of sleep so you stay healthy.
Exactly. Sleep is like a superpower. Whether you sleep from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. or 2 a.m. to 10 p.m., the most important thing is the quality of your rest.
So, to everyone watching on Daily English Dialogues, we want to hear from you. Are you an early bird, a night owl, or an intermediate?
Please write a comment below. Tell us, what time do you wake up? What is your favorite breakfast? Do you look at your phone before you sleep? We want to read all your stories.
And if you liked this long conversation, please click the like button and subscribe. It helps our channel grow so we can make more English practice videos for you.
We hope this dialogue helped you learn some new words like circadian rhythm, social jet lag, and power hours. Practice saying them at home.
Thank you for spending time with us today. I'm going to go home and try to have a digital sunset tonight. Wish me luck.
Good luck, Mark. And to everyone else, have a wonderful day or a wonderful night, depending on your clock.
Goodbye, everyone.
See you in the next episode. Bye-bye.